I want to talk to you about that island. I'm going to be very cryptic today. I'm only going to give you a sprinkling of info, but stay with me. By the end, I am going to put you into the right direction to get you some data and information and help those of y'all that want to. Those of y'all that want to learn and explore, I'll give you some areas to go check out. Again, this is going to be incomplete, and I'm not chasing too much of it. I got to be careful. I have to be careful today. It's a Hard Truth Monday, brought to you by HiddenHybridHolsters.com. They are committed to helping you not just carry hidden, but carry comfortably all day long. It's a hybrid style with Amish leather on the inside, Kydex on the outside, and it will lock onto your hip exactly what you need. Heaven forbid if you ever need it, but Hidden Hybrid Holsters has you covered just in case. Tell them this guy sent you. You're going to love it. You really will. You people, thanks for every thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you. I'm nervous about this. There's so many guys I hear nonstop that think about the island or think about the whole Diddy situation that's going on right now, and they think it's about perversion or gratification or filth, or again, I'm going to use the word perversion. It's not. It's not about perversion. That is a tool to collect data. They are trying to collect data for a purpose. That's really what this is about. I don't have all the information, but I have studied enough and chased enough and listened to enough to know it's not about the kinks. The kinks are a pathway to money, power, and control, which are all the same thing. There are several reports that say there wasn't an island, that there are still actively dozens of islands. You don't have to put on a tinfoil hat. You don't have to. So many guys, when we start talking about this stuff, they'll say, but I don't watch movies. I don't watch TV. This is not about movies and TV in Hollywood. It's about the boardroom up on Wall Street. It's about the congressional hearing rooms at Congress and on Capitol Hill. It's about controlling those who have power over our lives. There are those that have power over the ones that have power over us, and it affects us. It's about controlling Wall Street and controlling boardrooms and making sure that we buy as many bombers and missile guiding systems as we can in order for the military-industrial complex to keep pushing forward. It's about nothing but pushing this stuff forward. How do we know what we know? Well, the whole Pizzagate thing came out, and people are like, oh, that was just silliness. It was not silliness. Chase that if you want to. It is about using perversion to collect data. Side note, who owns porn in America? People don't like talking about that. Porn's big, 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 big in the United States. Who owns it? Who owns it? Almost 100%, and I will say 100% of all the major corporations that do porn, all owned by Israel. It is about data collection. We do know this. We know this for sure, and likely is that the island was a Mossad operation. We have seen, and y'all have seen this, the DVDs with different folks' name on it, power people, senators, congressmen, and former presidents, and DVDs of the data collection. The island was nothing but a TV studio. The reason I'm talking about this today, there's so much misinformation. Like, I've been talking to guys and reading stuff, and so many people just think, oh, Hollywood's just perverted. Yeah, they're using the perversion to collect data and control. Diddy had how many cameras set up? That was a TV studio, nothing else. They're luring in, and then they control you for life. There are as many as dozens of islands that we know. We have heard about that repeatedly. And that's a hard truth. It's a hard truth to go, hey, holy smokes, this isn't about a few guys and a few gals going down there and getting their rocks off or having some kinks met. Not at all. And then if you take that step and go, wait a minute, they're collecting data. Why? To control the boardrooms and to control Wall Street. This is nothing but about big tech, big pharma, and the military-industrial complex. How do I know this? I pay attention, but again, I can't go too far down it. Now, let me give you some info. Maybe a few places to chase. Remember a while back, just a few months ago, when Cat Williams went on the Shay Shay podcast? Shannon Sharp is his name, the former football player. You'll recognize him. It's a 3-hour podcast, I think 2.5 or 3.5 hours. They get drinking halfway through. Skip all that. The first hour is telling. Something else you may chase is Nicole Kidman at the end of Stanley Kubrick's life. He opened up and talked to Nicole Kidman about who actually runs Hollywood. And again, Third time. Anytime I mention the word Hollywood, guys will bang on the keyboard, but I don't watch movies. It's not about whether you watch movies or not. It's that they affect literally grocery prices. Grocery prices. That's for starters. That's just a starter. So you can chase the Shay Shay thing. You can chase the Nicole Kidman and Stanley Kubrick thing. Today, Jamie Kennedy. Yeah, y'all remember Jamie Kennedy from the Jamie Kennedy Experiment or Malibu's Most Wanted, one of my favorite old 90s movies. He got rattling about it today. It is fascinating. Jamie Kennedy got rattling on his Instagram today, maybe on Twitter and TikTok too, I don't know, but it was on his Instagram. Really, really fascinating, really interesting. Chase that one. If you don't chase anything else, chase that one. Finally, one of my more telling, there's a lot, there's a whole lot. Like example, did you know that Tom Hanks, who's been to the island, likely been to the island, probably been to the island, throws up a Baphomet symbol in the middle of Forrest Gump? Baphomet in the middle of Forrest Gump. Chase that one. That's a little tinfoily, but what we do know for sure is Jay Brewer and Dave Chappelle had a comedy together. They did a comedy pilot, and I think most of the first season. This is at the time when Dave Chappelle's star had already skyrocketed, and then the wheels fell off, and he allegedly moved to Africa. He didn't. And now this black guy who's a comedian lives in Ohio in the middle of nowhere by choice? No. Jay Brewer came out and talked a little bit about it, and it gets really spooky. What does this matter? I really wanted to stop today and go, we've got to quit thinking this is about kinks and perversion. It is about control, money, and for the fourth time, data collection. The hard truth of today is that most people that talk about this nasty stuff have no clue of the right direction to even be looking or talking. Do your homework, come back to me and tell me what you think about this, but it ain't about the kinks.
This gun fits my hand better than this one does.
Diabetes.